Rain pattered over the city like soft static, hissing as it met pavement. At the edge of a dim alley behind the Bluebell Cafe, a woman's body lay twisted beside a dumpster, face turned skyward as if expecting mercy from the clouds. Detective Adrian Blake stood over the scene, trench coat heavy with rain, gaze fixed and distant. The victim? Mara Holloway, 34, freelance journalist, a bullet to the chest. Clean. Precise. Adrian crouched beside her, brushing damp hair from her face. You were always too curious. A uniformed officer approached, unfamiliar, almost faceless in the haze. Sir, we found this on her. A leather-bound notepad. Adrian flipped it open. His name, repeated, circled, underlined. Blake is hiding something. Adrian's pulse quickened. No, she was investigating someone else. Jonas? Dawson? He closed the notebook. Get me access to her apartment. The officer blinked. Sir, are you still? Adrian cut him off. Just do it. He turned from the body, unaware of the red-stained rain trickling across the toe of his boot. Mara's apartment was a cluttered map of suspicion. Notes, photographs, clippings, all tacked to corkboards and taped to mirrors. At the center, Adrian's photo. Grainy. Candidate. Taken from a distance. Under it, Dawson. Then Holloway. Pattern. Adrian scanned the room, hand grazing a red string that connected his name to Jonas Weaver, her ex-boyfriend. An old photo showed the three of them, smiling. That was before. He dug through a drawer and found a locked journal. Mara's handwriting. Pages worn and smudged. Bits leapt out. Jonas called again, obsessive, still angry about the story. Thinks I ruined him. Adrian, seems off. Keeps forgetting conversations. Said things that made no sense. Could Jonas be manipulating Adrian? He's clever enough. Adrian's head throbbed. A whisper, barely audible. She was watching you. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. She knew. They all do. Meet where it started. Adrian stared. The 5th precinct. Where it all began. But first, answers. There had to be someone who remembered more than paranoia. In a dim bar choked with smoke and regret, Adrian sat across from Eli Crane, a twitchy ex-informant with yellow teeth and darting eyes. Mara talked to you, Adrian said. Eli nodded. Yeah. She said something was wrong with you. Adrian's eyes narrowed. She thought someone had gotten to you, that maybe Jonas was behind it all. I warned her to stay away from both of you. Eli slid a photograph across the table, a blurry security cam still of a man in a coat entering the alley the night Mara died. It could have been anyone. Or it could have been Adrian. She also told me Jonas was back in town, Eli added. Said he followed her home once. Real psycho. You know what he said after the breakup? If I can't have her truth, I'll write my own. Adrian pocketed the photo. The shape of the coat gnawed at his brain. He's trying to frame me, Adrian muttered. Maybe. Or maybe you just don't remember. Mara's storage unit was silent, metal walls, stale air, and echoes of secrets. Inside a box labeled Notes Final Drafts, Adrian found a locked tin and forced it open. A voice recorder. A small red light blinked. Still charged. He pressed play. I saw Adrian again today. He was distant, cold. He asked me the same questions twice. Didn't remember we'd spoken just yesterday. Adrian sat frozen. Jonas is definitely unstable, but Adrian scares me more. He looks like he's solving a case, but I don't think he knows it's his. If something happens to me, check both of them. They're circling each other like ghosts. The recording clicked off. Then, behind him, a noise. A shadow passed across the narrow slit of light from the hallway. He spun. Nothing. but someone had written in red marker on the inside of the unit door, "You're not the detective." Adrian backed out, gun drawn, breathing fast. The fifth precinct was a shell, abandoned after the Dawson case. Shattered windows, rusted lockers, the smell of old paper and mildew. Adrian walked through his memories like a man sleepwalking. He passed the old interrogation room. Dawson's blood was here, wasn't it? Number, that wasn't how it happened. Footsteps echoed. Adrian raised his gun. "Easy, Blake." Detective Jonathan Harlow stepped into view. Calm, measured, real. "I thought you might come here," Harlow said. "You've been unraveling." Adrian clenched his jaw. "You think I killed her?" "Number, I know you did." Adrian's voice cracked. "Jonas was threatening her." "Jonas left town 2 weeks ago. We tracked his credit cards. He was in Phoenix. Mara mentioned him in her notes because he scared her, but he wasn't here." Adrian staggered. "No, I saw him." "You thought you saw him." Harlow stepped forward, holding a folder. "We found the murder weapon, Adrian, in your apartment, wrapped in a handkerchief with your initials. Ballistics match." Adrian fell back into a chair, shaking. I don't remember." "You do," Harlow said softly. "You just rearranged the story." The fifth precinct was a shell, abandoned after the Dawson case. Shattered windows, rusted lockers, the smell of old paper and mildew. Adrian walked through his memories like a man sleepwalking. He passed the old interrogation room. Dawson's blood was here, wasn't it? Number, that wasn't how it happened. Footsteps echoed. Adrian raised his gun. "Easy, Blake." Detective Jonathan Harlow stepped into view. Calm, measured, real. Harlow placed the evidence on a rusted desk. The recorder, Mara's notes, the photograph, cleared up digitally. The man in the alley, Adrian Blake, face identifiable now, no doubt. He reached into his coat and pulled a printout. "This is your psych file, Blake. From the forced medical leave after Dawson, dissociative breaks, guilt complexes. You weren't cleared to return. You never did." Adrian stared at it. "I've been investigating this whole time. You've been reenacting an investigation to hide the truth from yourself." Silence. Then Adrian whispered, "I just wanted to be the hero again." The fifth precinct was a shell, abandoned after the Dawson case. Shattered windows, rusted lockers, the smell of old paper and mildew. Adrian walked through his memories like a man sleepwalking. He passed the old interrogation room. "Dawson's blood was here, wasn't it?" Number, that wasn't how it happened. Footsteps echoed. Adrian raised his gun. "Easy, Blake." A white room, a mirror, no windows. Adrian sat across from Dr. Monroe, hands trembling. "Do you remember what we talked about yesterday?" "I solved it," Adrian muttered. Dr. Monroe nodded. "You're safe now. We just want to help you remember what's real." Adrian turned to the mirror. He saw the detective again. Coat, badge, certainty. But it was only him. No badge, no case, just guilt. The man in the mirror watched him back.